woman named LaTroya Grayson, who says she believes that she was drugged and assaulted at one of Diddy's parties in 2006.
This morning, a legal victory for the woman who is suing Jay-Z for allegedly raping her when she was 13.
The once popular music mogul and icon of the entertainment world, Sean Diddy Combs, now faces a frightening new reality behind bars. Recent reports have revealed a shocking prison altercation that left Diddy scared for his life. From topping the charts to surviving life in Hollywood, this dramatic turn has shocked fans and raised questions about his safety. What led to this, and what could it mean for his future? Join us as we reveal why Diddy is scared for his life. Diddy's prison meltdown, a tough start to 2025. Sean Diddy Combs faces a challenging transition to 2025. Insiders believe his stay at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, MDC, has been unpleasant. His first holiday season in prison was reportedly marked by a dramatic meltdown, which some allege escalated into a frantic cry for medical aid, which was eventually denied. Diddy was charged with racketeering and coercion in September 2024 and has previously been denied bail. His defense team initially requested house arrest in his Miami mansion, but later proposed a luxury New York apartment. The courts, however, have held firm, pointing to Diddy's flight risk and potential community threat, along with claims that he tried to manipulate witnesses when he was being held. These legal disputes appear to be having a tangible toll. Witnesses describe the once charismatic entrepreneur as thinner, grayer, and haggard, in sharp contrast to his public image. According to one insider, the circumstances have made him paranoid and vulnerable. The source elaborated, when he first got there, it was kind of normal. You're going through this transition, you're depressed, and you don't know what's going to happen. But for Diddy, it's worse. He's made a lot of enemies. People want to kill him. He's afraid that his food might be poisoned. This fear apparently climaxed the day after Christmas, when Diddy urged guards to take him to the prison hospital, believing he was suffering a breakdown. His request was refused, thus exacerbating his distress. However, according to sources close to him, he was able to regain his composure by practicing meditation. It took him hours of deep breathing and focusing to get out of the bad space he was in, but he finally managed, a source claimed. Diddy's reality of spending Christmas in prison was a nightmare, despite his best attempts at self-care. His predicament feels more pressing than ever when his formidable legal team was unable to secure his release. But was this the beginning of Diddy's troubles? Keep watching to find out. LaTroya Grayson's lawsuit, a disturbing allegation against Diddy. While Diddy was breaking down in prison, new allegations about him were brought to light. The music mogul, who is already engaged in a slew of legal issues, is now facing a chilling charge from LaTroya Grayson. Unlike many previous anonymous allegations, Grayson has come out publicly, revealing what she regards as one of the most terrifying experiences of her life. Grayson's case file in New York federal court claims that what started out as an exciting radio contest turned into a traumatic event. Back in 2006, KJAM's 105.3 FM in Oklahoma hosted the contest, which was supported by Atlantic Records, Delta Airlines, and Diddy's Bad Boy Entertainment. The grand prize was an exclusive invitation to one of Diddy's renowned white parties, followed by a lavish trip to New York City for two. These gatherings were regarded as the height of elite entertainment and were well known for their glamour, star attendees, and luxury. According to Grayson, she and her sister enthusiastically entered the contest, and her sibling ended up winning. The prize package included coveted tickets to the white party, lodging at the Roger Smith Hotel, and round-trip airfare for two. What started off as a great opportunity quickly became a nightmare. According to Grayson, she was sedated at the party and woke up in a hospital without remembering how she got there. Even more unsettling is her assertion of a coordinated effort including Diddy's companies, the radio station, a hotel, and even an airline, all of which she says contributed to her trauma. This lawsuit stands out because of its detail and Grayson's choice to come forward publicly. The contents of her account reveal a frightening picture of what happened. But what exactly transpired that night? How did Grayson's dream of attending a Diddy white party turn into a nightmare? According to LaTroya Grayson, the night that transformed her life began with a disturbing selection procedure. Contest winners, including Grayson and her sibling, were driven to the private white party in a van. However, upon arrival, a strange situation happened. Contestants were evaluated and judged based on their physical attractiveness. With only a few permitted entry, Grayson's sibling was turned away at the door, forcing Grayson to enter the party alone, a vulnerable position that would set the stage for the tragic events that would unfold. Grayson recalls an uneasy mood at the party. Unlike a traditional celebration, there was no bar where visitors might order beverages. Instead, the waitstaff handed out pre-made cocktails. Grayson had 2 drinks before becoming quite unwell and disoriented. She tried to make her way to the restroom, but everything went black. Grayson's next memory is waking up in a hospital bed at St. Vincent's Medical Center. Her clothing was shredded, her underwear was missing, and her money had been taken. She had no memory of how she got there or what had happened to her. She was informed by hospital workers that she had been found unconscious and sent to the emergency room for treatment. The dread of waking up in such a situation, mixed with the lack of explanations, left her severely traumatized. To make matters worse, Grayson received an intimidating phone call. A woman on the other end advised her not to take legal action against Diddy, arguing it would be fruitless given his vast riches and influence. Grayson, feeling intimidated and bewildered, decided not to report the incident at the time for fear of revenge. Now, nearly 2 decades later, Grayson is breaking her silence. She explains that with Diddy currently facing federal charges of misconduct and racketeering, she finally feels safe enough to share her story. Her lawsuit isn't limited to Diddy. It also names Bad Boy Entertainment, Atlantic Records, Delta Airlines, and the Roger Smith Hotel as defendants. Grayson alleges that these entities played a significant role in enabling the events that led to her mistreatment. This case raises serious questions about the accountability of the parties involved and the culture surrounding Diddy's infamous events. Grayson's courage in stepping forward sheds light on a system that appears to have failed her, and possibly many others. LaTroya Grayson's story lends a troubling weight to the rumors of predatory behavior, substance misuse, and exploitation that have surrounded Diddy's exclusive events over the years, presenting a shocking image of a party culture that valued exclusivity, power, and image over responsibility and safety. Grayson's decision to come forward is undeniably courageous, but her case is not without challenges. Because she lacks direct memory of the mistreatment or specific interactions with Diddy that night, the defense could argue that her claims lack concrete evidence. However, by providing important documentation such as photographs, invoices, and medical records, Grayson has strengthened her case and may be able to prove her claims. Grayson's situation, however, is a representation of a far more significant issue rather than only a personal struggle. There are numerous lawsuits against Diddy at the moment, including hers. A worrying pattern emerges, ranging from allegations of prior lovers mistreating him to accusations of planning predatory settings at his parties. The sheer volume and consistency of these claims raise the question: how many more stories like Grayson's remain untold? As expected, Diddy's legal team has vehemently denied the charges and is poised to mount a strong defense. However, the timing of Grayson's case could not be worse for the distressed billionaire. With federal authorities already investigating him for misconduct and racketeering, this latest case just adds to the scrutiny of his public and private life. Grayson's case is still in its early stages, but it is already creating buzz. By telling her story, she brings to light the darker side of an industry that has long been accused of neglecting brutality and misconduct. Her boldness may mark the beginning of a wider reckoning, one that puts into question not only Diddy's actions but also the processes that have allowed such behavior to continue unchecked. But could this explosive calm pull even bigger names into the picture? Let's find out. A legal quagmire. New allegations entangle Diddy and Jay-Z. As Sean Diddy Combs' legal troubles worsen, another shocking discovery has surfaced, shaking the music industry to its foundation. Tony Busby, a Texas-based attorney who represents many plaintiffs against Diddy, is at the center of the storm. Busby has now implicated Sean Jay-Z Carter in a bombshell complaint filed on December 8, 2024, escalating tensions. The lawsuit, originally filed under the pseudonym Jane Doe, claims that in 2000, Combs and Jay-Z mistreated a 13-year-old girl. Another unidentified male celebrity, referred to as Celebrity B, is also named in the complaint. While Jay-Z was publicly identified as Celebrity A in the updated filing, Celebrity B remains unknown. Jay-Z has angrily refuted the charges, calling them unfounded and an obvious extortion effort. In a heated statement, he accused Tony Busby of attempting to coerce him into a settlement. "My lawyer received a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby," Jay-Z stated. What he had anticipated was that the severity of these claims and the public attention would compel me to settle. No, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. Jay-Z went further, challenging Busby to file a criminal complaint rather than pursue a civil case. He described the accusations as deeply harmful and condemned Busby's alleged exploitation of such cases for financial gain. While expressing solidarity with genuine victims of mistreatment, he criticized Busby's actions as dishonorable and manipulative. In response, Busby defended his actions, claiming that his firm had not sought financial compensation, but had instead proposed confidential mediation to address the alleged victims' concerns. He accused Jay-Z of threatening tactics, arguing that such actions had only strengthened his client's resolve. "We'll let the filing speak for itself," Busby added, emphasizing his readiness to allow the courts to make the decision. Meanwhile, Diddy's legal troubles continue to worsen. On December 12, 2024, 3 new lawsuits were filed against him by unidentified claimants, exacerbating his existing problems. The allegations filed by attorney Thomas Jeffress span several years. One plaintiff claims Diddy mistreated her at the Intercontinental Hotel in Times Square in 2020. Another claims their drinks were spiked at a 2019 after-party at the Park Hyatt Hotel in New York City, resulting in violent mistreatment. And a third alleges Diddy committed multiple acts of misconduct at his private Hamptons property in 2020. Diddy's legal team has aggressively denied the new allegations, calling them full of lies. In a strong statement, his attorney vowed to dispute the claims and sue the plaintiff's lawyers. "We will seek sanctions against every unethical lawyer who filed fictional claims against him," they informed us. Like with Diddy currently behind bars, the number of lawsuits against him is increasing, creating a grim picture for the once famous music tycoon. His legal fights, combined with Jay-Z's high-profile involvement, have transformed the industry into a spectacular and never-ending courtroom spectacle. As the lawsuits and accusations pile up, one question remains. How will these events affect the reputations of two of hip-hop's most iconic figures? One can only wonder, with new revelations coming to light, what hidden truths could deepen the scandal and unravel reputations. Stay tuned to find out. Kim Porter's manuscript, shocking revelations and a dark legacy. As Diddy's legal problems continue to escalate, the revelation of troubling truths has put a lengthy and gloomy shadow over his career. Rumors concerning the contents of Kim Porter's manuscript have surfaced in the previous months, including stunning assertions about Diddy's behavior, some of which may have changed the trajectory of public view if disclosed after Kim's death in November 2018. The document, which is currently under intense investigation, supposedly contains decades of secrets that create a highly disturbing picture of Diddy's personal life and interactions with those closest to him. One of the most shocking statements in Kim's manuscript is the allegation of serious physical mistreatment. Kim reportedly recalled an incident in which Diddy physically attacked her with a chair, leaving her hospitalized. Kim's statements indicated that she worried for her life following the attack, which left her disturbed and defenseless, but the tragedies did not end there. Kim further said that when she was healing in the hospital, Diddy allegedly paid off the entire staff to keep quiet about the incident, ensuring that the truth was buried. The claim of mistreatment extends beyond physical violence. Kim's manuscript recounts Diddy's attempts to gain control over every part of her life. She claims he wiretapped her home, monitored her phone calls, and even hired people to spy on her, describing a poisonous, manipulative, and dominating relationship. Kim's manuscript also contains another bombshell revelation. When Diddy fought for full custody of their children, Kim allegedly threatened to reveal everything, every dark secret, every horrible detail about Diddy's behavior. Kim described a process of emotional manipulation and mistreatment in which Diddy repeatedly bullied and undermined her, eventually tearing her down emotionally. These acts appear to mimic Cassie's complaint, in which she detailed years of harassment throughout her 11-year relationship with the music mogul. Kim appears to have been the first victim of this troubling pattern of behavior. Perhaps the most unsettling assertion in Kim's text is that Diddy was somehow involved in the deaths of Tupac Shakur and the Notorious B.I.G. Kim claims Diddy was involved in planning the assassinations in order to preserve control over the legacies of these legendary hip-hop icons. The disturbing possibility that these events were engineered to safeguard Diddy's interests raises suspicions about the music mogul's involvement in far darker plots than anyone could have predicted. The alarming revelations in Kim Porter's manuscript have sparked widespread speculation and caught the curiosity of key individuals, including retired LAPD detective Greg Kading, who was pivotal in the deaths of Tupac Shakur and the Notorious B.I.G. In an interview that sent shockwaves across the industry, Kading indicated that Diddy may have been at the center of the shady dealings and secret betrayals that fueled the 90s infamous hip-hop rivalry. Kading even suggested that Diddy may have planned the hit on Tupac, adding to the already tangled story of these legendary musicians. deaths. But the accusations end there. Jaguar Wright, a well-known business personality, went on social media with her own troubling charges. She claimed Diddy had access to deadly substances capable of causing pneumonia and even heart attacks, substances that could be linked to several mysterious fatalities in the music industry. Wright claims to have evidence to back up her charges, which could reveal Diddy's participation in these sad occurrences. Kim Porter's unexpected death in 2018 was officially attributed to pneumonia, but questions about the circumstances surrounding her death persisted from the beginning. The coroner's initial report expressed concerns about the presence of substances in Kim's body that might mimic the signs of pneumonia. The situation became even more sinister as reports spread about blood found on her pillow and a mystery path flowing from her bedroom to the bathroom, signs of something even more terrible. More disturbing was the slow reaction to Kim's 911 call, which was placed at 2:43 a.m. but not answered until hours later. When Kimora Lee Simmons discovered Kim's body at 11:00 a.m., the huge delay in emergency response has prompted serious issues about how the case was handled and whether it was impeded. Kim's family has become increasingly suspicious of the circumstances surrounding her death. According to reports, they have contacted the FBI and are considering filing a wrongful death lawsuit against Diddy. However, investigators have asked the family to remain silent to preserve the ongoing investigation into her death. As more horrifying charges emerge, the strain on Diddy's legal team becomes obvious. The mystery surrounding Kim Porter's passing, combined with unexpected disclosures from her book, adds up to a building plot that could lead to the music mogul's public collapse. With each new revelation, it becomes increasingly difficult to deny that Diddy was at the heart of not only these horrible betrayals, but also the assassinations that have plagued the music industry for decades. So how do you think Diddy would go to cover his tracks? Let's find out. Leaks, secrets, and Diddy's desperate moves. The case grows darker. New York is now in full crisis mode as leaks in Diddy's case spiral out of hand. Alleged videos from court sessions have already surfaced online, as have leaked phone calls that appear to show Diddy attempting to persuade witnesses from jail. These disturbing leaks indicate that the crisis is escalating. In a surprising twist, the district attorney, DA, disclosed that Diddy was exploiting other convicts' phone calls to contact witnesses. Legal documents indicate that Diddy allegedly utilized these detainees to make unlawful calls to witnesses on his behalf, defying jail procedures in an audacious attempt to control the situation. This raises serious worries about the music mogul's increasing power even from behind bars. But the odd twists do not stop there. During the height of the case, the DA in charge of the crimes against Diddy unexpectedly resigned, prompting many to wonder if Diddy's involvement played a role in his sudden departure. As the investigation progresses, additional details emerge. A recently leaked phone call shows Diddy interacting with an unidentified person. Their unusual exchange is only one of several that have generated speculation about the case. The DA stated that Diddy used other convicts' phone codes to conduct these illicit calls, which clearly violated prison rules. He was resolved to contact specific people regardless of the expense. What are your thoughts? Do you think Diddy should be scared for his life? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you found it interesting. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the next video shown on your screen to catch up on your favorite celebrity stories. See you there.